After winning the interim belt at UFC 295, Tom Aspinall got into a debate about who's the real heavyweight champion. Many voices in the MMA community have placed Jon Jones as the real title holder, despite his inactivity and recent injury, which will prevent him from fighting for 8 months. Here is what Aspinall said about this debate. That's straight up facts. I'm not trying to blow my own horn. Jon Jones is inactive right now. Francis is inactive in MMA. As it stands right now, on today's date, I am the #1 MMA athlete at heavyweight in the world. Jones vs. Miocic was amazing. That's an amazing matchup. But I don't want to see that, and I don't think anyone else wants to see that in a year's time. Let's move on from that now, and let me fight one of the legends and beat the legends. I've got a little taste of greatness now, and I want to keep that going. I want to go down as the best heavyweight to ever step foot in the octagon, ever. I've just turned 30 years old. I'm perfectly capable of doing that. The ongoing debate about the true heavyweight champion continues, but Aspinall remains determined to claim that throne for himself. He aims to solidify his position as the undisputed champion by defeating legendary opponents. The recent situation involving Ian Garry and his wife has sparked significant discussion within the MMA community. Here's Layla's response to the community's concerns. Looking at the hate and the majority of the clips and the comments that I'm getting, the biggest thing I've done wrong is my age. I've got older and I have birthdays every year, and that's disgusting coming from a woman. Getting older is not acceptable. I wrote a book on how to be a vag. That statement in itself is a bit of a stretch. I can hardly call myself an author of an 11-page audio satire content written in 2010. Now the context is key because it was during the FIFA World Cup. If you want to call me an author of that, sweet. It was more of a light-hearted podcast, but I was way ahead of my time. That satirical look is really silly. As of now, Ian Garry or his team haven't said anything about this issue. Annalie's response is the main thing we know about how they see it. Some fans believe the accusations, while others aren't sure. In recent footage captured by a ring cam, UFC champion Sean Strickland was seen taking action as he appeared to confront a potential car thief. Here is the video. Strickland provided details about the situation. According to him, that man was being chased by security. Here is what he said. So he was being chased by security. The story was that he hit his sister, took off, shredded his tire, and his vehicle got disabled and he went on foot. He said none of those happened. Security waited for the cops for 2 hours, then let him go. I want to post the rest, but I want to blur his face. Before his defeat to Sean O'Malley, Aljamain Sterling claimed that regardless of the outcome, he would move up to the higher featherweight division. However, O'Malley doubts Sterling's ability to do so. He expressed his skepticism, questioning Sterling's capability to make the transition. Here is what he said. I like Aljo, he's a good dude. I really never said anything bad about him. I think if he goes up to featherweight, it'd be super interesting. I think there's a lot of interesting fights up there. His weight gets big enough for that. I'm probably 160 pounds right now, and I probably won't get over this. He's probably 175. It just doesn't make sense to go back to 35, for his health, for his longevity. There's certain matchups at featherweight that he could do good with. What about Aljo versus Brian Ortega? That's a sweet fight. But he'll probably go back down to 35, just because he's insecure and he wants to be stronger and bigger than these guys. Why else would he not fight at featherweight? It's not like his skills aren't there. His skills, he's good. Not as good as me, but he's good. There hasn't been an official statement from Aljamain Sterling about whether he will move up a weight class to featherweight. However, fans are eagerly anticipating his potential fight in that division. Thanks for watching. If you're a fan of MMA, be sure to hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications, so you never miss an update. Also leave a comment below with your thoughts on today's news. Keep supporting the sport, and we'll see you in the next one.